Hi children and viewers. In this video I am going to explain second long answer question of Newton's laws of motion chapter, that is define angle of friction, define angle of repose and show that angle of friction is equals to the angle of repose. That is the question children, 8 marks question. This is also important, so watch the video up to last very carefully. Children, first you have to know about the what is angle of friction and what is angle of repose and how we can make them equal. Angle of friction ante enti, angle of repose ante enti, avi rendu eppudu equal avutayi, avi rendu equal avutaya kaava, aithe vaatti manam prove cheyalama. Let's go for that. Okay children, first thing here, angle of friction. What is mean by angle of friction? So children, I am going to draw one diagram on the board now. Here where I am drawing, there you have to focus. Children, this is the horizontal surface. On that horizontal surface there is here one body, it is there. Clear? Now this body is ready to slide in this direction. Clear? That means the applied force also in the same direction. I already explained about the static friction, limiting friction in previous videos. Just if you have any doubts, just go and enjoy it. Here this is one object. On that object some force is acting in this direction, along this direction. Then the frictional force should be in opposite direction. When the body is having some frictional force, here the situation is the body is ready to slide. That means the value of static friction is maximum. Already we discussed what is static friction. When the body is resting on a surface, the two surfaces are in contact, there is some tangential force acting between the two surfaces which are in contact. That should be called a static frictional force. Clear? When the body on the surface, there is some frictional force is acting. When we are applied some force, the body is now ready to slide. Then the value of static friction is maximum. That is called limiting friction. What is that? The maximum value of static friction is called limiting friction. Clear? So that's why children, in this case, here the body is ready to slide and this is the direction of limiting friction. Limiting friction also nothing but static friction. Clear? When the body is like this, like that, it is now rest position. That's why here normal force is acting in upward direction. And here, to understand clearly, I am drawing here, this is the limiting friction. What's that? Limiting friction. This is the normal force and this is the limiting friction. According to the parallelogram law of vectors, if two vectors are taken as the adjacent sides of a parallelogram, the diagonal must be used the resultant of those one. Clear? So like this. So this is the resultant vector of FL and N. Clear? This is what here simply I am saying now, it is O, it is A and B. OA is normal force and OB is FL and OC, this is the OC. OC is the resultant of OA and OB. Resultant of OA and OB. Clear? Now this resultant vector will make some angle with the normal reaction. That should be called here angle of friction. Clear? Children, what is OA? It is the normal reaction vector. And what is OB? It is FL. What is that? FL. Friction, limiting friction. Here what is OC? OC is the resultant of OA and OB. That resultant vector makes some angle with the normal. That should be called here angle of friction. What is that? Angle of friction. when the body is ready to slide, there is some resultant vector. That resultant vector for what? Resultant vector of normal force and limiting friction. It will make some angle with the normal force. Then that particular angle is called angle of friction. Clear, children? That is the definition of angle of friction. I hope you now got clarity. The resultant of, it is now resultant of normal force and limiting friction will make some angle with the normal reaction. That is what we call angle of friction. What we call, children? That is angle of friction. Clear? Now this is O, A, and this is O, B and OC. Okay, children. From figure what you have to write? From figure, OA is what? Normal reaction. That is nothing but here in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. OA is equals to BC. That is equals to BC. Simply you can write OA is equals to BC is equals to N. You can write like that also. N. And similarly, OB is equals to AC. OB is equals to AC, and that is equals to what, children? FL. What is that? FL. Clear? Now I am taking the triangle same from figure. From figure we go for triangle OAC. From triangle OAC, here what is pi? What is phi? Angle of friction. For that we have to write expression tan phi. Tan pi is equals to, generally what to write? Opposite side by adjacent side. Here what is opposite side? AC. And what is adjacent side? OA. Here what I told you? AC means what? FL. That's why here tan pi is equals to FL by OA. OA is what? N. So tan pi is equals to FL by N. So now this is the expression for angle of friction. So this is equation number 1. Clear, children? And after that, now we go for angle of repose. What is mean by angle of repose? We have to know first thing. Clear? So to understand that, I am going to take, this is the horizontal surface. So children, where I am drawing, there we have to focus. Clear? So it is the one inclined plane. Inclined plane that should be having some angle theta. Just I am telling here theta is equals to 15 degrees. Then here we kept one object. It does not slides. After that we have to increase the angle. Now by some theta is equals to 20 degrees. Then you have to keep again same object. Again you have to say, or you have to observe whether it is ready to slide or not. Again, if you can increase the angle, again you have to keep the object. Initially the angle of inclination, the inclined plane will make some angle with the horizontal, that should be commonly called as angle of inclination. The angle made by the inclined plane with the horizontal is called angle of inclination. Clear? And that's why here what I am telling, initially what we are taken, the angle of inclination is 15 degrees. On that inclined plane we have to keep some object. Then you have to observe whether it is slide or ready to slide, just you have to observe. So then there is no movement, simply again we can increase the angle. Initially what we are taken 15 degrees. Now we can go for 20 degrees. Again you have to check whether it is ready to slide or not. Next we go for 30 like that. So we have to observe the we have to increase the angle of inclination and you have to observe the body is ready to slide or not. While we are doing the same thing at particular angle of inclination, the body is ready to slide. That particular angle of inclination is called angle of repose. What is that? Angle of repose. Clear? ఒక ఇంక్లైన్ ప్లేన్ తీసుకున్నాం, ఇనిషియల్ కొంత యాంగిల్ ఉంది, దానిపైన ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పెట్టాము, అది కిందికి జారట్లేదు, మళ్ళీ కొంచెం యాంగిల్ పెంచాం, మళ్ళీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పెట్టాం, కిందికి జారట్లేదు, నెక్స్ట్ కొంచెం యాంగిల్ పెంచాం, మళ్ళీ అక్కడ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ పెడితే ఇప్పుడు జారడానికి రెడీగా ఉంది. దెన్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ ఇంక్లినేషన్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ రిపోజ్. వాట్స్ దట్? యాంగిల్ ఆఫ్ రిపోజ్. స్టార్టింగ్ 15 ఉండే, ఇప్పుడు స్టార్టింగ్ 15 నుంచి 20, 25, 30, 40 like that. So 40, at the angle of 40, now the body is ready to slide. Then that particular 40 degrees is called angle of repose. That particular angle of 40 degree, what do you call? Angle of repose. That means when the angle of inclination is gradually increases, when the angle of inclination is gradually increases, for particular angle of inclination, the body which is on the inclined plane, that should be ready to slide. That should be ready to slide. That particular angle of inclination is called angle of repose. In this example, what I told you just now, 40 degrees, that 40 is the angle of repose. Clear? So that's why here, children, so now here we are having some, this is theta, and theta is equals to alpha. Theta is equals to here alpha. While initially what we have, angle is theta. After increasing the angle of repose at particular value of alpha, now the body is ready to slide. The body is ready to slide. Then this alpha is called angle of repose. Clear? That's why here, when the body is ready to slide, the body is ready to slide. Clear? Tell me now here, I am going to do the same diagram. If theta is equals to alpha here, now this is the body, that body is ready to slide. Clear? When it is ready to slide, here there is some force, it is, now what it is? N. N means what? Normal force. And vertically downwards what we have? Mg. Clear? So this mg will make some angle like this here, theta. That means here the weight is divided into two components at this situation. Mg cos theta is vertically downwards and mg sin theta is, and it is along the plane in downward direction. Clear? When the body is ready to slide, the weight is divided into two components. One is mg sin theta, and that should be acts along the in downward direction. Then obviously the friction is in upward direction. Clear? The body is ready to slide, but it is not in sliding motion. When the body is ready to slide means at that particular moment the body is in, still it is in static condition. That means it is in rest position. When the body is in rest position, that should be what we call, there is some friction, that should be known as static friction. Clear? When the body is ready to slide, the static friction is maximum, that should be what we call limiting friction. Here in this case, n mg cos theta both are balanced. Both are balanced. If the body can move, that should be comes in the direction of downward. That's why here mg sin theta in downwards and limiting friction is in upward. Clear? That's why children you have to observe. Mg sin theta is in downwards along the plane and FL in upward direction, and N is upward and is mg cos theta. Clear? That's why here in this case what I am going to tell, weight is divided into two components. That's very clear. One is along the plane downwards and one is vertically downwards, and that vertically component is balanced by the normal force. Clear, children? That is the you have to understand. Clear? When the body is ready to slide, here in this case what I am going to tell, N is equals to mg cos theta. Normal force is balanced by mg cos theta. Clear? And next thing, here ready to slide, but it is not is in motion. That's why here there is no net force along the inclined plane also. That's why here we will write mg sin theta is equals to FL. Mg sin theta equals to FL. Clear? So here it is equation number 2 and this is equation number 3. Clear, children? From 3 divided by 2 by using 2 and 3 equations, I am going to write mg sin theta by mg cos theta. Mg sin theta by mg cos theta. That is equals to here what to write? FL by N. FL by N. And children, you have to observe in this case we are saying limiting friction, and here theta is equals to alpha. That's why here I am going to write sin alpha by cos alpha is equals to FL by N. Since here theta is equals to alpha, what is alpha here? Angle of repose. What is alpha? Angle of repose. Sin by cos, that means what? Tan. Tan alpha is equals to FL by N. Tan alpha is equals to FL by N. Clear? So once you have to observe the equation number 1, what's that? Tan pi is equals to FL by N. Tan pi is equals to FL by N. Here what is pi? As angle of friction. Now in this case, tan alpha is equals to FL by N. FL by N. Here FL by N. So here I am taking this equation number 4. Children simply have to write from equation number so from equation number 1 and 4. Equation number 1 and 4 what to write? Tan pi is equals to tan alpha. That means pi is equals to alpha. If you can take tan inverse on both sides, what you get? Pi is equals to alpha. That means the angle of friction equals to angle of repose. Once look at the equation number 1, tan pi is equals to FL by N. RHS value is FL by N. LHS is tan pi. In equation number 4, tan alpha is equals to FL by N. Simple. You can write like this also, tan alpha is equals to FL by N. FL by N. So here same thing, tan alpha is equals to FL by N. Then from equation 1 and 2, 1 and 4 what do you write? Tan alpha is equals to tan pi, pi is equals to alpha. In this way we can prove that children, angle of friction is equals to the angle of repose. Clear? See once again children, this is also a very important question. What is angle of friction? The resultant of normal force and limiting friction will make some angle with the normal reaction, that should be called angle of friction. In the figure, OA is the normal force and OB is limiting friction. In this case also what you are going to assumption, now the body is resting on a surface. Body is resting on a surface. Now it is ready to slide. Both conditions are same. Clear? From figure what you have to say, OA is equals to BC. OA is equals to BC, that is what? N. And OB is equals to AC, that is what? FL. After that we will go for tan pi is equals to, this is the pi, opposite side by adjacent side, AC by OA. From that what we get? Tan pi is equals to FL by N. Very simple. Next thing, angle of repose. What is angle of repose? While a body is resting on an inclined plane, while a body is resting on an inclined plane, if you can increase the angle of inclination, at particular angle of inclination the body is ready to slide. That particular angle of inclination is what we call angle of repose. యాంగిల్ మనం పెంచుకుంటూ పోతుంటే ఒక పర్టికులర్ యాంగిల్ దగ్గర ఏమవుతుందంటే రెడీ టు స్లైడ్ అవుతుంది. క్లియర్? సో అట్ దట్ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఆల్ఫా ఈజ్ టేకెన్ as angle of repose. As usually what we discuss, simple, very simple. Normal force is upward and weight is divided into two components. Here this is the theta. Mg sin theta is acting in downwards and mg cos theta is vertically downwards, and Fl is along the plane in upward direction. Clear? Now these two are equal, that's why the body is ready to slide. Clear? Horizontal ga move avutledu, vertical ga move avutledu. That means what? Net force is 0. Net force along the inclined plane is 0 and along the vertical also 0. That's why when the body is ready to slide, n is equals to mg cos theta and Fl is equals to mg sin theta. These two are equations are there. We are dividing these two, mg sin theta by mg cos theta, that is equals to Fl by n. mg cancel, sin theta by cos theta is equals to Fl by n. So sin theta by cos theta means what? Tan theta is equals to Fl by n. Here what we are taking, theta is equals to alpha, that's why what we write, tan alpha is equals to Fl by n. So here tan alpha is equals to Fl by n, and here also tan pi is equals to Fl by n. RHS terms are equal, that's why LHS are also equal, that's why what we write, tan pi is equals to tan alpha. If you can take anti-logarithm, tan inverse of tan pi is equals to tan inverse of tan alpha. And what we get? Pi is equals to alpha. What is pi? Angle of friction. What is alpha? Angle of repose. So in this way we can prove that angle of friction is equals to angle of repose. Okay children, I hope you understand. If you can understand this video, like, share, comment the video and subscribe my channel and share my channel to your friends. Okay children, we will meet in the next video with some other interesting topic. Keep smile, keep rocks. Bye, take care.